I made this chair out of utility 2x4s, which is about half the price of regular 2x4s. This is a design that Jay Bates has on his channel. He offers free plans for this chair, so if you want to make one for yourself, you can visit his page. I started by cutting all the pieces to their final length on the miter saw. There are 32 pieces total. 10 pieces are cut at a 15-degree angle. I laid out the pieces first, measured up 17 inches from the bottom, aligned the edges, and screwed them together. I align the back piece where the bottom is flush with the bottom rail and it lies across where the top rail and the leg intersect. I then attach the armrest where the back is flush with the leg. I repeated the process for the other side, making sure to create a mirror image of the first assembly. I found it easier to attach the armrest by standing the assembly up and pushing down on the drill to drive in the screws. I stood both pieces up in position, slid in the first slat, and right about here I realized I made a mistake. When aligning the back piece, I was supposed to position it to where the back piece lies where the top rail and the leg intersect on the outside of the leg and not the inside. So I removed the back piece, moved it over to align it properly, then reattached it. And repeated the process on the other side. Screwed one screw in on this piece so I could adjust the back pieces to be at the same angle, then screwed the remaining screws in. Now I can set each side up, lay in the first slat, and hold it with a clamp here. Or maybe upside down. Actually, over here would be better. Or maybe on the back side. Then again, I don't think I really need the clamp after. I make sure the first slat is square, then screw it in. I check for square on the other side, then screw that in as well. Once the first slat is secured, the rest of the slats fall into place. Come on. There you go. I I'm not exactly sure why I removed it at this point, but I'm thinking I like to do things more than once. I used a pencil and a pen as spacers between each slat to keep the spacing consistent. Once each piece is lined up properly, I attach each slat with 2 screws on either end. And right about here, my battery started to die. I recharged my battery, and apparently not long enough. I think it's time to switch to something that doesn't use batteries. That's gotta go. That's better. To attach the slats on the back, I first put the long piece in place. I use this to space out the bottom 2 pieces, because the gap from the seat to the first back piece is slightly larger than the rest, and by doing it this way, all the gaps will remain consistent. Once the bottom 2 pieces are on, attach the first long piece. Just make sure that the overhang is the same on both sides before screwing it together. Then continue the process until the last 2 pieces are attached. At this point, I flip the chair upside down to put the last remaining piece on. And with very gentle taps, you can put it in place. Once it's in place, screw it together and you're done. I sanded all the surfaces to smooth it out and to remove any manufacturing stamps. I also sanded the corners and the edges to round them over so it's more comfortable. After the chair was sanded, I decided to stain it with a dark walnut. I realized that if you're going to stain it, make sure to stain all the pieces before you assemble it. I ended up having to use Q-tips to get in all the nooks and crannies. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to do so. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.